All right, peace. Blessings to everybody out there. I wanted to come on and talk about how to spiritually prepare for spring. So, I feel that, like, the same way that you care for your home or you seasonally do certain things periodically, like periodically you got to change the filter in your furnace, and periodically you got to rotate your tires and get an oil change. And I have learned over the years as I've developed my own routine spiritually and my own rituals, it's good to have a certain cycle and certain seasons where you do workings to help you to prepare for the energy of that season so that you are fruitful, so that you are abundant, so that you're protected, and so that things will flow as smoothly as possible. So I decided to put together this video on things that I think you should do and things that I actually do in preparation for spring. So certain people would do like spring cleaning, right? Where you clean your home, get rid of things, take out, start getting rid of the winter clothes and bringing out the spring and summer clothes. And people change their decor and things like that. So as important as it is for you to prepare and to declutter, which I think is also a good thing to do for yourself during your preparation for spring from a spiritual perspective, but also, from a hygiene perspective, you want to declutter your home, but also from the perspective spiritually, because things carry energy and clutter will begin to block the flow of the chi in your home. And if you want to understand a little bit more about the energy in your home, I would say study feng shui. Or just read a little bit about feng shui. It explains to you how the condition of your home, the placement of things in your home, clutter in your home, and the design of your home, like the structural design of your home, how that affects your life, how it affects your health in different areas of your life. And then it also gives you instructions on how you can draw in more fortuitous positive energy, how you can maybe subdue or lessen, negative aspects about structural things in your home. So, first of all, why should we do things for spring, or what is spring? So, spring is a time when the sun is crossing the celestial equator. And so it's one of the two times of the year where we have equal night and day. So some would call it spring, but it's also known as the vernal equinox or the spring equinox, which equinox means equal. So equal day and night. So the frequency of spring, even if you look at it, like the way that you can tell how a season or how a thing is going to manifest or what the conditions of it is to look at the properties. So during the spring is the time when things start to grow, right? The flowers grow, the trees get their leaves back seemingly overnight. You start seeing little branches growing, it gets warmer. And so what do? We begin to plant seeds. So spiritually speaking, spring is a very good time for planting the seeds that you want to manifest throughout the year. And when I use the term seed, I like to liken seeds to anything that you want to manifest in your life. So it's represented by a seed that you would plant. And then once you plant it, you have to give it certain things like water and sunlight, and you have to remove the weeds, and fertilize it so that it grows and that it'll manifest. So this is a time of manifestation. This is a time of growth. For a lot of spiritual people, and astrologically speaking, the beginning of spring is actually the new year. So when the sun goes into 0 degrees Aries, that officially marks the start of spring. So this spring energy may be a little bit stagnated, just a little bit, because we have Venus and we also have Mercury that are currently retrograde, and they're in the sign of Aries. So that's going to, I think, just bring a little bit of stagnation or maybe a little bit of resistance. Things may be a little delayed because Mercury has a way of delaying things, and retrograde has a way of having us go back over things. Not to say that this is going to stop the things in your life from growing, but just the first 2 weeks of spring, it may still feel a little bit stagnant. The energy may not have completely shifted. I think the Mercury retrograde is going to be over. I think it's the 7th of April. It's somewhere around there. And Venus retrograde will be over April 12th. So we don't have much time to deal with the retrogrades, but they will have an impact on us. And Aries, being that that's also going to be where the sun is going to be. So all that Aryan energy, all that energy that deals with, again, spring is when Aries goes into, when we go into 0 degrees Aries. Aries rules the first house, and it says I am, and it deals with how we start projects, the start of energy. It deals with passion and drive. It also deals with anger and war. So we can kind of see that, again, there may be a little bit delayed in us taking action on things. People may not really start doing all of their spring preparation things right away. I know me, I think I'm going to be a little bit later in starting doing some of these things. And I think a lot of it is the resistance coming from the retrograde planets. But here's a list of some things that I think that you should do. So first thing I think that you should do is to consult divination and to look at your natal chart. You want to look at your natal chart and you want to see how the planets are aligning right now, how they're influencing your chart, how they're likely to influence you in your life, because that's going to help you make better plans as far as, what type of rituals, how you're going to augment these rituals, what elements you're going to draw into them as you create them, and also what things you're going to need to do just in preparation in other areas, even on a mundane level, on a physical level, the things that you may need to do. Having more information is going to be key. Also, you want to do divination if you can, so tarot readings or, there's other forms of divination. People throw shells and read bones, and there's a lot of ways to consult spirit, but I would also say consult spirit so that you can be told directly. The spirit they may foresee something coming. They may tell you, do a little bit more protection, or do this type of protection, or make sure you clear the road, and you kind of bind this person, or you bind this situation. So there may be a message from spirit that give you more details on what it is that you need to do to prepare for the season. This is also a time when you want to do your cleansing baths, right? Just like you do your spring cleaning of your home and you declutter, you also want to do this on a spiritual level. If you have altars in your home, you want to spiritually cleanse your altars, get your Florida water out, get your blessed water out, and you can use your sage and your frankincense and your myrrh and your dragon's blood and your copal and your golden copal and black copal. All of that is going to be good for spiritually cleansing and clearing your altars, cleaning off your figurines and your statues and, things like that. So you want to cleanse. You want to cleanse your house spiritually. So you want to do your floor washes, and you can add things into your floor washes like essential oils, maybe a little lemon balm or lemongrass. Some eucalyptus would be good. Frankincense would be good. For clearing, you can add in things like ammonia. The crayoline would be a good one as well. Pine scent is also good. So like pine essential oil, you can add that into your waters. You can put in things like Florida water and, other colognes that are cleansing, and add them in. Put a little sea salt in there would be good too. And spiritually cleanse your home. Go from back to front and from up to down. So if you have a upstairs and a downstairs, start on the upstairs, start from the back of the room moving forward. You could do floor sweeps where you put down things like boric acid or cascarilla and other things. And some people make floor sweeps that with different herbs and things that you put on your floor, and then you sweep to spiritually clear out things. You want to wipe down your walls and your cabinets, and in between places like your windowsills and your doorways, because that's a place where spirits come in. You may even want to go around, and after you clear your home, seal the home by after you cleanse it spiritually, you do your sage, like wipe your floors, do your floor washes, wipe down the walls. You're going to want to smudge, so you're going to use those things, those resins that I mentioned, and even you can mix certain herbs in that are also good. Choose intuitively what you want to use and what you want to add. I'm just giving you some suggestions. You want to burn and smudge from up to down, from back to forward. Open your windows. It's going to be important. Open your doors and let the space clear. Then you're going to take like a little white small tea light candle, or the little small chime candles, white, and in each room after you cleansed it, burn a white candle. That's to seal the room. You can seal your home from the outside by taking sea salt and going around your home in prayer. You can pray like 23rd Psalms, 91st Psalms, and take the salt and put a barrier around your home to seal it. So anything that you kind of kicked out, any negative energies or entities or whatever you might have cleared, you don't want it to come back in. So this is why you seal it spiritually. And, put prayer. You could put like blessed oil or frankincense on your doorways when you come in to, again, just to bless the home, because you've kicked out a lot of negative energy. So after you've done the big cleanse spiritually of the home, you want to cleanse yourself. So you want to do your spiritual baths. That's going to be very important. You can use some of the same herbs that I mentioned and resins that I mentioned, essential oils. You can put in sea salts, kosher salt, add in, things like rue, hyssop are very good in cleansing. Eucalyptus is really good for cleansing and releasing, putting in a little bit of frankincense in there as well. Lemongrass, I like to use that when I'm doing cleansing. Lemon essential oil or lemons, lemon juice, limes, coconut water. You could want to even do a coconut head cleanse, because you want to cleanse your whole body, your head, your body spiritually. Baths are best done in 3s minimum. But an odd number, 3, you can do 5, 7, 9, 13, but a minimum of like 3 days of a good spiritual bath. If you're having a hard time do baths and maybe you don't have a bathtub, because I notice now people are putting showers in their home and they're not putting tubs. You don't have to sit in the water to take a bath. Hoodoo baths, you can put in a pot and pour over yourself after you shower. Or you could use things like essential oils, soaps that have essential oils in it. Coffee soaps are good. Black soap is good. I've even seen rue and dragon's blood soap. So you can, try those as well to help you cleanse away things. So you want to cleanse yourself. And you also want to do things like parasite cleansings of your body, detoxing, fasting during this time. Because it affects our energy and our vibration when we're carrying a lot of things with us, on a physical level, as far as decaying food and parasites and other things. So this is a really good time to do that type of cleanse too of yourself. I like to use this little system. It's called Renew. And it comes as like a 3-day detox, and it comes with peels for morning and afternoon. And so I'll usually start my detox with that. Get like some black wormwood. What else? Clove is also good. Clove helps to expel parasites. And it's another one, wormwood and black walnut. Black walnut is also good for clearing parasites. Now, some people say you could drink your turpentine. I've never done that. But I've heard people talk about turpentine and sugar cubes, okay? But I'm not recommending that. I'm just saying that some people kind of live by that. It's like an old school kind of remedy. So yes, you want to declutter your home, throw out things that you no longer need. I like to also rearrange things in my house because I want to shift the energy. So if you can, kind of rearrange the things that you have. Add in spring colors and spring symbols. So add in things like, pastel colors and things that are symbolically related to spring, or things that deal with fertility, like eggs and bunny rabbits, and the color pink, and like the pastel yellows and blues and the pretty green colors. You could bring in baskets and things that, like flowers, lots of flowers. Bringing in flowers into your space is also good. And just like I said, pictures with these things in it, spring symbols and fertility symbols, because that's also a part of like the everyday magic that we sometimes forget that we can kind of participate in, and things as simple as decorating your home and how you decorate your home, and with the intention of the things that you choose. So also, I like to do rituals and certain spells at the beginning of spring, again, to just help me to make it through the spring, to make sure that I'm abundant, to make sure things are prosperous, to clear out the negative energy and stuff, from the previous year, and to just make sure that the path that, the things that I want to manifest, have a clear path to travel upon. Okay, so you want to do things like road opener rituals. Okay, you want to do your blockbuster rituals, your crown of success rituals. Create a honey jar would be a good thing, or if you don't want to do a honey jar, you could do a sugar jar, or a Karo syrup jar, which is that clear syrup. All of those can work. To just sweeten your life and to bring sweetness into your life. Now, you want to do the cleansing stuff and the blockbuster first before you do your crown of success and your honey jar and your prosperity workings. I like to do this one ritual where I buy this pyramid candle. There's a candle out there that they sell. It's pyramid, and it has the eye on it like on your dollar. And I like to do a ritual where I will like take $1 and I'll attach $1 or $5 to the candle, burn it over a course of days, add certain herbs and different things to the candle with another candle and with certain intentions. And then after I complete the ritual, I will bury the candle. And I would do this during a time when the moon is either a new moon or a waxing moon, which means it's growing. So you may want to try to do something like that, where you create a prosperity ritual, and then you bury the remains on a cycle of the moon that supports growth, like the new moon, the full moon, or a waxing moon. That's going to just be really good to help like solidify the work that you're doing. It's going to help to tap into the frequency of growth in the earth. And then by planting it, it kind of like stabilizes the ritual, helps it to manifest and helps it to be consistent. You're bringing in the element of earth. And although earth may take time to work when we're working with elements, it's a slower manifesting element, but it's a more consistent one, more long lasting one. So you can try to do that as well. I would say also plant things. They say it's good luck to plant lavender, and lilac protects your home when you plant it. So plant, some flowers and things around your home. That's also going to help you to try to draw in and manifest things. And even when you plant them, you can plant things with intentions. Okay. You want to go and pick and remove, the weeds and things like that. That's an old hoodoo technique where I would sometimes go outside. I would focus on whatever it is that I needed to clear, or a situation. And then I would go garden and I would go remove the weeds, and I would make it a ritual. As I'm removing these weeds, I'm removing the opposition, I'm removing the restrictions, I'm removing the blockages from around, XYZ situation. So incorporating that into your garden, like making what I was called like a manifestation garden, where you plant things, and all these plants have magical purposes and properties to them, like roses. So if you wanted to manifest love in your life, maybe you go plant a beautiful rose bush and dedicate it to Venus, or dedicate it to Aphrodite, or get Oshun a yellow rose bush and plant that on a Friday, and as you water it, you focus on your attention, you pray. You can put things like crystals around it. So you can put like rose quartz around it, or like those pretty glass, I guess they're glass like stones that they put like markers for people who garden. If you garden, you know what I'm talking about. Those pretty glittery things. You can put things like that and add to it, and the fairies will start visiting you and start helping you manifest. Like, you really have to get into your spiritual bag, and everything becomes a ritual. Everything that you do, you can imbue it with intention and magical purpose. And the most powerful magic, it all begins with your intentions. So intention is everything. And see, I'm looking at my notes, y'all. Also, this is a time where you want to do like spiritual maintenance on yourself. So I like to get acupuncture. My acupuncturist told me that you should get acupuncture at the beginning of every season. So I'm thinking about going and getting me some too. Yes, I'm really thinking about it. I've got matter of fact, there's a place that's not too far away from where I live. So I'm going to have to make me an appointment probably for next week or the week after. But I'm going to get my acupuncture done. This is a good time to schedule you some Reiki, get you an acupressure massage. Qigong is really good. I've seen these like stretching things where people go and get stretched. Like, you want to do that type of stuff to your body, because we are magic. We are spirit. We manifest with our thoughts, with our words, with our energy. And if we're holding on to stagnant energy, it's in the physical body as well in the spiritual body. So doing things like acupressure, Reiki, Qigong, acupuncture massages, yoga, stretching, that's going to help to release the tension and the energy energy and the stuff in the physical body that is holding your vibration down, because the faster that you vibrate, the more quickly you'll manifest, the more powerfully you'll manifest, and the more protected you would be. And last but not least, you want to do your protection work, y'all. Okay, you want to make sure to protect yourself during each season, each major season. You want to do kind of like a bigger ritual, I would say, where you really focus your intention on protecting yourself, your home, as well as your family. If you need help doing any of these rituals, you can reach out to me. My website is enchanteddivas.com. I'll put it somewhere in the description in the event that you need for me to do some workings for you, or you want to schedule a reading, whether it's a tarot reading, astrology reading, especially like I said, at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the astrological new year, the way that we look at it spiritually, this is the new year. You can come to me and schedule all of those as well as your ritual needs. And I actually have a package, the renewal ritual package, which would be really good to do right now. I kind of start putting that package together and putting it out like just after the Gregorian calendar new year, and I'll keep it usually until like the middle of spring, and then I'll take it off the website. But it's a really good package. You get a lot of powerful workings at a major discount because you're purchasing them all together in that package. So I recommend that you check that out, and I'll be coming back to you in a couple days because I want to do a video on spiritual warfare. I've been working on that. So let's get ready for spring. The first day of spring is March 20th. So this Thursday. So you got time. It ain't all got to be done by, the actual first day of spring. But you want to do these things in the beginning of spring. So I would say at least the first 3-4 weeks of spring, you want to have done most of these things that I've discussed, that whatever pick, and choose how you're going to do it. But you want to try to get it done within the first 4 weeks, I would say, give or take a week. So no pushing it to maybe 5 or 6, but you want to get it done, because you'll start to notice if you start to plan your work and work with the seasons and do things seasonally and do them on these equinoxes, you'll manifest more abundantly. Your things will be done more powerfully, and you'll experience more consistent positive energy in whatever area of your life that you're orienting those spells and rituals. And it'll keep, things are going to happen. We can't prevent every negative thing or every negative experience from happening, but we can prevent certain things. And the things that we can't prevent, we can help ourselves best navigate those experiences. And so we don't have to deal with the conditions. We can lessen the length of our discomfort and lessen the length of the crisis or whatever, negative event or experience that we have. We can lessen the effect of that event by doing certain things. And one of the most major things is just getting your spiritual work done. All right, y'all. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.